Let's face it, in the world of marketing, there's something undeniably thrilling about taking risks. The kind of risks that make your brand the talk of the town. Risks that push boundaries, spark debate, and give people something to discuss over coffee. But here's the thing. There's a fine line between attention-grabbing success and a full-blown PR disaster. Take Balenciaga's 2022 holiday campaign. They aimed to push boundaries with controversial imagery, but instead, it sparked widespread backlash. Public outrage, boycotts, and a massive drop in brand sentiment followed. The campaign was memorable, sure, but not for the reasons they wanted. This is the double-edged sword of edgy marketing. It can make your brand stand out in an oversaturated digital landscape, but when it goes wrong, the consequences are severe. So why are brands so drawn to it? Why do marketers believe that flirting with controversy is worth the risk? Let's break it down. Edgy content. It's that electrifying term that gets tossed around in marketing rooms like confetti. But what does it actually mean? Here's the truth. Being edgy isn't just about breaking the rules. It's about making your audience feel something. It's about standing at the edge of what's acceptable, peering over and knowing exactly how far you can lean without falling. But there's a problem. What feels edgy today can cross the line tomorrow. Take Nike, for instance. Their campaign with athletes who took controversial stances wasn't just edgy, it was divisive. But it worked because it aligned with Nike's core values of perseverance and social justice. Nike wasn't being edgy for the sake of it. Their boldness had intention, and that's the key. Contrast that with brands trying too hard to be cool. We've all seen it. Companies adopting slang they don't understand, making jokes about social issues, or diving into trends that don't align with their identity. It's cringeworthy, it erodes trust, and it makes your audience ask, do they even know who they are? Edgy content should provoke, but it should also connect. It's not enough to shock. There needs to be substance. Without it, edgy marketing is just noise, and today's audiences are experts at tuning out meaningless clutter. Why do brands keep playing with fire, even when the risks are so high? It comes down to attention. In today's attention economy, standing out is everything. The human brain is wired to focus on the unexpected, the unusual. Psychologists call this the novelty bias. We're naturally drawn to things that disrupt the norm. Edgy marketing taps into this bias by deliberately surprising people. It interrupts the scroll, makes people stop, react, and share. And when it works, it can ripple across social media feeds, sparking conversations at dinner tables and beyond. But this drive for attention isn't just about going viral. It's also about being relevant. When done right, edgy campaigns position brands as modern, bold, and culturally attuned. Think of Wendy's. Their snarky social media strategy turned heads and redefined what audiences could expect from a fast food chain. They weren't just being edgy for attention. They used humor to engage their audience while reinforcing their playful brand identity. But here's the risk. The same emotional triggers that make edgy content go viral can also ignite backlash. Zara's 2023 The Jacket campaign is a perfect example. What seemed like edgy art direction was interpreted as tone-deaf and insensitive, leading to a massive boycott. The lesson? Edgy marketing is a tightrope walk. One misstep, and you're not just courting attention, you're courting disaster. Now, let's talk about when edgy marketing fails. Remember Pepsi's 2017 campaign featuring Kendall Jenner? It tried to align the brand with social justice movements, but came across as trivializing deeply important causes. The backlash was immediate. Pepsi pulled the ad and issued an apology, but the damage to their brand's reputation lingered. Or consider Bud Light's 2023 partnership with Dylan Mulvaney, a TikTok star and transgender activist. The campaign faced intense backlash from their traditional consumer base, leading to boycotts and a loss of over $5 billion in market value. This wasn't just a misstep, it was a financial and reputational crisis. These examples show how easily edgy marketing can cross the line from bold to tone-deaf. When campaigns fail to align with audience values, they don't just miss the mark, they destroy trust. Here's a hard truth. Many brands get it wrong because they're too focused on shock value and not enough on strategy. Agencies come in with pitch decks filled with buzzwords like real-time engagement and data-driven insights. But too often, the data is used to sell an idea rather than guide it. The result? Flashy campaigns that grab attention but lack depth. To avoid these pitfalls, brands and agencies need to collaborate closely. Edginess should be rooted in the brand's values, not just a desire to go viral. 1. Align with your brand's core values. If your campaign doesn't reflect who you are, it's not worth the risk. 2. Understand your audience, know their values, beliefs, and boundaries. 3. Test the waters. Use focus groups to identify potential pitfalls before going live. 4. Plan for backlash. If the risk is high, have a crisis plan in place. Edgy content isn't inherently bad, it just needs to be strategic. The allure of edgy marketing will always be there. When done right, it creates memorable campaigns that resonate deeply with audiences. But as consumer expectations evolve, brands must tread carefully. The key is to focus on connection over shock. Audiences today want brands to stand for something real. They crave meaning, authenticity, and narratives that go beyond the surface. So before you roll the dice on your next edgy campaign, ask yourself, does this align with our values? And will this resonate with our audience? And are we prepared for the risks? Remember, marketing isn't just about being loud, it's about being heard, understood, and trusted. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more discussions on marketing trends, digital strategy, leadership, and creative innovation. Check out my blog at caffeinatedmusings.com for deeper insights, and tune into the podcast every Tuesday on Apple Music and Spotify. Let's build campaigns that don't just make noise but create impact. See you in the next video.